What in the world have I done? What's up, guys? Yeah, you see me on a different machine, a completely different brand of machine. No, I am not changing from Gravely. That little bit at the front was a teaser. This machine belongs to a very good friend of ours, the whole family, a church member, and she called me and asked me if I had time to do the service for her because she didn't want to pay an exorbitant amount of money at the dealership to do it. And I told her, sure, I'll do it for her. I'm going to be changing the air filter, changing the oil, and putting new blades on it for her. But I asked her permission to do this video. What I'm going to do, when I get the service done, I'm not videoing the service. What I'm going to do, I'm going to unload my 352 Gravely, and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of an Exmark and a Gravely. So y'all stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please be sure and click the like button and the subscribe button. Now let me explain a little bit in detail what that does. Subscribing to a channel gives the YouTube algorithm the notion that you like the channel so much you subscribe to it, and it pushes the algorithm, pushes the channel out on the recommended section of YouTube out to more people. It focuses attention on the channel more. So please, if you like the content of this video or any video of mine that you've watched, I would greatly appreciate if you would subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to get this thing serviced, and then we're going to do the side-by-side comparison. Y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm done servicing this machine. I had to put 2 plugs in the front tire, and she thought there was a leak on the back tire, but there wasn't. We couldn't find one.
2 plugs in one tire, not one in each tire.
Yeah, 2 plugs in
also, hey, how you
the
doing?
front right tire. But anyway, we're gonna do a quick walk around and compare these 2 machines. Now, is this about which machine is better? Absolutely not. These are just comparing one brand to another, because it's obvious this machine is middle of the road commercial. This one is bottom rung commercial. And what she does with this machine, she helps out some elderly people that can't do it for themselves, can't mow grass for themselves. So she helps them out and charges them very little. And the reason I'm doing this for her is because she's a veteran and she's got 2 children in the military. And that's why I decided to do this for her, to help her out. So anyway, let me get the selfie stick and we'll take a quick walk around and show you the differences. And then we're going to do a cutting test to see which one does cut better. Now, before we go any further, that one's got brand spanking new blades on it. This one's got freshly sharpened blades with about 10 acres on it. So there you go. All right, guys. Now, you can look at the obvious differences. You look at the footprint of this machine. I'm trying to get back where...
An obvious difference is this one comes with an 8. That one doesn't.
Ha ha. You look at these 2 machines, and this one is much smaller than this one. Now, that is what I like about Gravely. That's why I run Gravely. You can put this one on a heel, and this is not a put down to her machine or Exmark. It's just a difference. You can put this one on a hillside and it's going to slide. Now, the reason why is because Exmark doesn't put really wide tires on their machines, and look at how shallow that rim is.
Also, both these, just for the test, just for the record, both these machines have the stock tires on them.
Yeah.
This is
Now,
the machine that has the four-wheeler tires. That's the other one.
Yeah. Now look at the depth, and the 400 rims are the same way. You look at the width on these tires, and look at the depth of the rims. I mean, my whole hand will go in that rim right there, just like that. Now, that is a difference. The other difference is this machine has the FR 691V, but it has the residential air filter in it. I just put that air filter in, by the way. This one has the full commercial, and it has the... So you can tell how much we've been working. It's dirty. It has the FX 801V. This one's 25.5 horsepower. This one is, I think, 23 horsepower. So not really a lot of difference in horsepower, but they both have suspension seats, this one and that one. And the biggest difference, I should say, is not the decks. The decks are fairly comparable.
Well, I just saw a major flaw with this deck adjustment, actually.
What?
If you'll look, say 4 3/4. 4 3/4 should be lower than 5, but it's higher.
You're right.
All the 3/4 ones are higher than the whole numbers.
You're absolutely right, guys. Look at that.
2 3/4 should be lower than 3, but it's higher. Look at it straight on.
Well, wait a minute. 1, 1.5, 1 3/4.
And
Yep.
2 is lower.
You're right, Nate. Actually, 2 3/4 and 3 1/4 is the same.
Well, not quite, but
almost.
3 is 2 and 2 is 2 3/4. The 3/4 ones and the whole number ones are backwards.
I wonder if she knows that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyway, guys, the main difference in these decks is, get up, Nate, so I can lift up this belly pan.
I was sitting here wondering why 4 3/4 was considered all the way up,
and
had a 5.
This is a radius, and this one only has 1, 2 blades on it. It's a 48-inch cut. Now, Gravely,
They're big blades.
Gravely 48-inch cut has 3 blades. Guys, my camera's getting dirty. Hold on a minute.
Oh, the humidity. Yeah, old Southern.
Yeah, that's a little bit better. But the thing I don't like about this machine is the way they've got a stupid seat mounted. You can't. It doesn't flip up. I'll put a link in the description box below to the video for that seat. That is the biggest bunch of hogwash I've ever seen in my life. And anybody at Gravely, y'all need to change this back to the flip up seat, because this is ridiculous.
I don't think this one does either, right?
Yeah, it does. There's a handle on the back. You have to, I think.
Is it this gold thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that. I don't know how it works.
It don't look like it would flip up, because that looks like it's connected.
You're right. It is connected.
So that doesn't...
That must be the braking system. Yep, it is. So this seat doesn't flip up either.
Well, wait a minute. What's this thing?
That's the seat front, backwards and forwards adjustment.
Oh. Well, at least, so that one doesn't move at all. At least this one, it has bolts, but when you take the bolts out, at least this one...
Yeah, you pull that handle, guys, that handle right there in the front, you pull it up, and the whole seat does this. And they think that is adequate enough to work on what's underneath it, but it's not.
But
now,
it's so hard to get the screws back in once you got them out.
Yeah. Now, here's the deal. The battery here is down here, behind the seat. On the 400, it's underneath the seat, which I like better. The battery on this rascal is on the side right there. Now, how many times? Now, yes.
Ooh, I just saw that for the first time.
Yeah, it's protected by the rock bar. I like her little rock bar tie down system here.
Yeah, but what if someone weed eating a rock hits that?
Yeah, it's held in with a bungee strap.
That would be worse than hitting the fuel tank.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was fixing to go to.
What?
The fuel tank is underneath the seat, just like it's got the same tank on it that the Aaron's has got on it.
Oh, I
dude.
hate it less. I mean, I hate it more.
But the only difference is with the Aaron's, this has got the same design that 2022's Aaron's had, versus the new 2023 has it coming out right here.
Yeah. Dang, this thing can run E85, it says.
Yeah, well, this one can too.
I didn't know that.
And this one, I'm sure, holds probably anywhere from 3.5 to 5 gallons. That puppy right there holds 13 gallons of gas. So
I like
the decks, yeah, the decks are comparable. The frames are not. Now, the frame rail here is solid. The frame rail here is solid. It's not quite, it's wider, but it's not quite as...
It's wider on the Exmark.
Yeah, it's not quite as thick this way, but it's thicker here on this one. But now...
What's this, I'm wondering?
That is a jack. You stick the thing in there and you jack it up, and it jacks up the front of the mower. Now, guys, I'm going to shut my mouth, and I'm going to see if you can tell a big difference on the front of these mowers.
Said shut your mouth.
Ha. Have you seen it yet? Okay, let me get a little bit closer.
I think I see it.
Have you seen it yet?
I think I see it, but I'm not going to say.
Have you seen it yet? Okay. Look at the size of this right here. Look at the size of that. Now compare it to the size of the Gravely.
Well, let me do a little thing because it's hard to... All right, not going to move my fingers.
Yeah, you see that? Now what does that mean? The bearings that are up here and down here are far smaller than the bearings in here. These will hold up longer. As a matter of fact, let me walk over to the trailer a minute. I want to show you something. Now we're doing a comparison. This is not which is better or which is worse. This is just a comparison. You see, the 400s are the same size. Guys, I've greased these probably 6 times. I've never had to replace these bearings. That's the difference. That is the difference. Now, we're going to shut up and we're going to go down to the South 40 down there, and we're going to put these machines to work and do a cut test. Nate is going to go down to make 2 passes, and I'm going to go down and make 2 passes, and we're going to see which one cuts better, and we're going to run them equal speed. We're not going to do one faster than the other. We're going to do, because I don't even know how, do you know how fast that one runs?
Want to do it? Let's do it. How about we do a race real quick?
Well, that's what I was going to suggest.
Just to have some fun, too.
So, guys, we'll be right back. All right, guys, you see that mark right there? That's where we're going to be racing to. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see us cross the line. What?
Can they hear me?
I don't know if they can or not.
This thing's like a mower that's cam.
She needs to get the carburetor clean. All right, guys, we're about to do the test. He's gonna go down here and then come back on this one, and then I'll go down that one and come back this one, and we'll compare the cuts. Let me get on the tripod. Now I want you to run it wide open as fast as it'll run. Go ahead.
Stand there fast.
Yeah. Now guys, my machines are 52 inches. Uh-oh, he's already stuck. That one's only 48 inches, so that's going to be a little bit of a difference, but not much. It would help if you let the deck down.
What?
I said it would help if you'd have let the deck down. Did you have to pick it up out there? Oh. Oh, okay. All right, part that one and do that one because I don't want any variations. Guys, Nate's struggling to crank that Exmark up. We're not used to it. I think he's coming now. You about to get it there, Kimasabi?
No.
All right, come on. All right, guys. He's going to go down this streak here and come back up this streak. Now, again, the Exmark's got brand new blades on it. The Gravely's got sharpened blades, but they've got about 10 acres on them. They're still good and sharp. Both of them have copper head blades on them, and we're going to see which one gives the better quality cut. Hey, is that deck set right? Yeah, put it on 3.25, because that one's set on 3, ain't it? And that machine runs about 4 miles an hour faster. All right, let's walk it and see what we got. You lost your shoes again. Guys, I try to teach him. He's supposed to be out here in work shoes, and he's out here in Crocs.
I hit a bump.
Are you cut it off?
I got a bar to make.
No, just cut it off for now.
Oh. Okay.
Now, guys, brand new blades, sharpened blades. Come on.
Hunting boots. Tennis shoes.
Yeah. Now,
I don't really see a difference.
I'm looking to see if there's any stragglers, and there's some right here for sure. There's one right there, and one right there. And guys, the reason I'm doing this is because I catch a lot of flack on YouTube. Oh, you need to get an Exmark. You need to get a Turf Tiger. You need to get a Skag. You need to get a Bad Boy, because they cut better than the Gravely. Gravely suck. Well, I'm proving to you they don't suck.
Well, suck and any mower can be great. It depends on who's working on them.
And the blades and the deck.
I mean, who, like, if you're sharpening the blades or not, because a lot of people don't sharpen blades.
See, here's another example right here. Look at
all this.
Yeah. And they're both set on 3 inches, guys.
And up here it's scout. we're not gonna count this area because
this is drainage area right here.
So the stuff is gonna be higher.
Yeah, well, you scalped right here because you were spinning on that.
Well, no, that's the scalp mark. That was the tire mark.
Yeah, but anyway, I will say this: it
bogged down right there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
that's not even that wet though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Look at this. And this is my property, guys. Would you think we're in a drought, a moderate drought, or a abnormally dry? No. I will say this: I'm pleasantly shocked at how well that Exmark stripes. I am.
I like the seat cover. That's the main thing I like about it.
But you can tell. Here's a clump of that grass I showed you. Look. Nothing sticking up.
Wait, no, that's one of the ones that 300 did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Here's another clump. Nothing sticking up. Everything is cut. Everything's cut. Now, again, am I doing this to say that she got a bad machine? No, I'm not. I'm just doing this as a comparison to show you the difference between the two mowers. Yeah, and I don't own an Exmark. I wouldn't own an Exmark. So when she asked me to do this, I asked her, I said, do I have your permission? What's wrong, Nate?
Choke, start, unchoke, brake, then handlebar.
And the other thing, I don't know if, see, both of these are, hold on, both of these are Kawasaki engines, but I don't know what's wrong with this one, but it won't stay running. You unchoke it and it cuts right back off.
Well, no, that's not the machine's problem. That's my fault.
Oh.
Yeah, because I keep
get it right, Nate. Get it right.
Doing the handlebars first.
Well, see, we're not used to handlebars that go out.
Why
see,
does it need a handle? Well, I am because of the Aaron's and the old Craftsman.
Yeah.
But my thing is, why does it need handlebars and a brake like a Gravely has?
I don't know, but one thing I did want to point out, guys, here's a big difference in the Exmark and the Gravely. Move your right leg. This is your deck system, your deck adjustment system on the Exmark. Now, there's nothing wrong with it.
Gravely's do come with that.
For years, people use this. It's called a pin system. For years, they use that. There's your foot pedal. But now, let me take you.
Come back. Right. Put it on my foot. The camera on my foot.
Put it right there. Put it on my foot. The camera. Cameraman, don't play with me. Put camera on my foot.
As Steve Harvey would say. I don't like that because it's rounded. My foot was sliding off of it, and that's why I scalped it down there. I couldn't pick it up because it was sliding. See?
Yeah.
The other ones are flat. And
well, you know, but to credit the mower, how many times have I told you to put work shoes on when you're out here messing with mowers?
Well, even when the ground's wet, even work boots would do
that.
Yeah,
he's 20 years old, guys.
But the other ones, the 300 doesn't. Hey, come to think of it, hey, look at this on the 300. Is it me or is it kind of bent out on the 300?
No, I can't tell that it is at this angle.
But I was gonna say, this is rounded on the 300. I don't remember the 400, but on the 300 it's rounded. That's rounded too, but it's not.
It's like a bar,
and it's got that grit stuff on it to help your shoe.
Well, that's what I was fixing to say. Come on, I'm gonna walk over here.
Wish me luck.
All right, take it over there. Listen to me. Take it over there and rinse it off. Rinse all the mud and stuff off of it, and then park it. Guys, what he's talking about with the deck pickup system is this right here. This is what is on Gravely's. Now look at the difference in this system here. This is your roll system. That's your mark right there. And it's set, I got the front of this deck set 1/4 of an inch lower than the front, and the reason why, I need to get the rake up a little higher, but as you can see, I'm at the end of my adjustment. I can't go any higher. So I lowered the front down, but let me show you this. It's already locked. In order to drop the deck down, say you want to go to, let's say, two and a half inches. You push this forward like that. You pull this back, and you drop it down. Now, say you want to go to 3. You pull it up. You roll this over to 3, and you drop it down, and that's it. You don't have to move any pins or do anything else. So, guys, I'll see you back up there, and we'll close this out. Well, guys, that is the Exmark and Gravely comparison. Why have you got a towel?
Remember when you told me to rinse it off?
Yeah. Yo, you got the seat wet?
For some reason, I rinsed the mud off the seat too.
You wiped the seat off the mud off the seat. But anyway,
no, I didn't. I soaked it.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, that is the Exmark and Gravely comparison. As far as the build quality, the Gravely is built much heavier. This not really comparing apples and apples, because this is a full commercial machine. That is a bottom level commercial machine, but they're still commercial machines. But I've looked at the Laser Z's, and they are still not built as heavy and as stout and as sturdy as a Gravely. They just aren't. Other than a Kubota, I don't know of any other machine on the market that's built as heavy as, and I say heavy, I don't mean weight heavy. I mean sturdy, heavy duty as a Gravely. Am I partial? Absolutely. Gravely helped me build my business to what it is today. And it, my first Gravely, it was with me for 6,000 hours, and when I sold it, it was 12 years old, had 6,000 hours on it, and the man that bought it for me 5.5 years ago is still running it right now. And so Gravely will stay under you if you take care of them. Exmarks, I can't say that.
I have no doubt she's taking care of this thing.
Oh, absolutely.
But you still see how bad it is.
Absolutely. I mean, the Kawasaki engine is surging really bad. I mean, I tell you what, Nate, start it up. Just see what it does.
God help.
All right, cut it off.
It's cammed is what it is.
Now listen.
Wow.
Now this one's gonna lie and make a liar out of it. I know the thing keeps cutting off. There we go.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Now how many hours has that machine got on it?
193.8.
All right. I got to get off the seat. That's
240. I checked. Yeah.
Okay, 240 hours, 193 hours.
When you said this thing was commercial, I was like, huh? Because it handles like a homo.
Well,
I mean, you saw it's torquey.
It reminds me of an overgrown version of the Aaron's.
It reminds me of an overgrown version of the Craftsman. The way it handles.
Could be.
The way it's built, yeah. There.
But anyway, guys, I did the intro of this video because I wanted to build suspension, but I did this.
What did you say?
I wanted to build suspension.
You said suspension.
Oh, did I?
You mean suspension.
And then you
said, no, this is good. First you said, I wanted to build suspension. Then I said, what did you say?
What is that?
What?
Something just moved through the woods over there. I don't know if it was a dog or...
Just a squatch.
No, I don't. Seriously, I don't know if it was a dog.
I saw a black cat out here the other day.
No, this was big. It was like it looked like a coyote. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, first you said, I wanted to build suspension. Then I asked what you said, and you said, I wanted to build suspension.
Suspicion.
Yeah.
Suspicion.
I think don't you mean
like suspense?
Don't you mean suspense?
Yeah, but I wanted to build that element of what did he do?
So you meant to say suspicion.
Yeah.
You said suspension.
Well, I got mowers on my mind. But anyway, would I buy an Exmark? Probably not. And the reason why, and I've said this on many comments, do you see something too?
I see a couple of ears. Like pointy ears.
But I have ran many different brands in my career. I used to be a truck driver, as I've said, but before that, I was in the lawn and landscaping industry with a different company back in the mid '80s. And yes, I'm that age. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoy helping people out. This lady is a veteran, and she has family. Her two of her sons are veterans, and she needed help getting this done because she has a few older clients.
Dad.
She doesn't have a lot. What, son?
There's a face looking at me. It looks like a bear.
I don't think it's that big. It's probably a coyote. Just don't pay.
Well,
don't.
I'm staring at something with a snout.
Okay, it's probably a coyote. Sit down. The more you bring attention to yourself, the more it'll come over. The more it might come over here. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I love helping people out when I can. And she's in a time crunch. She's got some property she's got to do tomorrow. So I'm going to tell her she can come and pick it up anytime she wants. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure and click the like button and the subscribe button. Guys, this is Brian and Nate, the Big Side Boys, reminding you to live big, live southern, and live outdoors. Until the next one, guys, have a good one.